After 2 years of Outlander, stars dropped a banger season 6 of this time travel Revolutionary War frenzy, and we are here for all that is to come. A lot happened in season 6, and with the most breathtaking finale, fans are already up and coming with their theories. Does Tom really think Claire is innocent? Will season 7 follow the same plot as the book? To know all this and much more, stay tuned till the end of the video. Where did we leave off in season 6 finale? Even though the season 6 of Outlander got shortened due to time and production restraints, the show did not disappoint. The action-packed, intimate, close to our heart finale had us holding our breaths. We observed plenty of monumental changes in characters, especially Claire Fraser and Thomas Christie. We see Claire traveling back to her time mentally to seek comfort as she is faced an attack yet by another member of Brown family. But most importantly, we witness Claire rising from the ashes as she blows off her kidnapper, as Claire is put on trial for Malva's murder. Viewers of season 5 would remember that Claire refused to kill Lionel Brown because of her Hippocratic oath. Not this time. Claire's decision to come out of her trauma of assault and fight, it is orienting. The heart-wrenching episode ended with Claire and Jamie separated, Tom promising to protect her, a fresh change of attitude, and young Ian saving Jamie. The season concludes with a stunning overhead image of Jamie, young Ian, and their Cherokee companions riding off to save Claire. Though the majority of the Ridge turned against them, we find in the end that the Frasers are not wholly alone. They still have supportive friends and relatives. How has Claire and Jamie's relationship unfolded in season 6? Jamie and Claire clearly have a love that defies logic and will stand the test of time. After the season 5 finale and brutal assault on Claire by the men of Richard Brown, it was anticipated that the inspiring love story of Jamie and Claire would change. And it did, but not in an entirely bad way. We witnessed their relationship taking a back seat as many of the younger characters had to be fleshed out. We did see Claire and Jamie's relationship put through a trust test as Malva accused Jamie of being the father to her child. As this storyline progressed, the show revealed that against all odds, Claire had unwavering trust in her husband, as he would never do wrong by his baby. The last 2 episodes of season 6 deeply explored the turmoil and destruction unwavering around them with war on everyone's mind. As the season progressed, it gave an impression that everything is going to be different after Claire's trail, if there is one. Jamie assures Claire the night before they leave for trial that she will see their home by moonlight again. But as they are led away from Fraser's Ridge, there is a noticeable sense of anxiety as Claire and Jamie leave behind their beloved house. The greatest cliffhanger of the Outlander season 6 conclusion might be waiting to see how Jamie and Claire will survive. Not the trial or the fire, but the loss of their home in a relational sense rather than a physical one. Anyone who is a fan of the show automatically digs Jamie and Claire's passionate and tumultuous relationship. They have stood the test of time, distance, war, false accusations, and much more. But what Tom is predicted to reveal changes that all. Don't go anywhere, as we are about to get into the most interesting part. What do we know about Tom and Claire's relationship up till now? With the cliffhanger, season 6 of Outlander also gave us the introduction of the Christie family, and it has been difficult to determine which member of the family is the most bothersome. Tom Christie, an ex-prisoner of Adsmuir Prison with a history of dispute with Jamie, arrives with his son Alan and daughter Malva to settle on Fraser's Ridge. Shortly after they arrive, Alan is caught stealing from one of Richard Brown's men, and Tom questions Jamie's authority on the Ridge by insisting on a public whipping for Alan. With Alan causing troubles, we see Malva being no less a mischief, accusing Jamie of being the father of her unborn child. On the other hand, the relationship between Claire and Tom Christie has seemed to evolve. After accusing her of witchcraft and vehemently opposing Claire's job as a healer, Tom enables Claire to do surgery on his chronically arthritic hand, after which we see him treating Claire with less hostility. The viewers would agree that Tom is a conflicted character, constantly torn between right and wrong in what he believes. We see Tom develop compassion for her, but he still ensures that Claire is taken into custody. The prominent presence of Tom Tom on the Frasers' road to Wilmington is his way of ensuring some sort of fair justice. Now, the real question is, what other motive does Tom have to volunteer to accompany Claire to her trial? Does he really think Claire is innocent, or is he about to reveal something else? Keep watching to find out. Does Tom really think Claire is innocent in the season 6 finale? The producers have created Tom to be a complicated man, and if you were confused about his change of attitude, trust us, you are not alone. When Tom saw Claire in the finale, he looked less put together than ever. Something was clearly playing tricks on him, so why would he back Claire at this time? Why would he grant Claire and Jamie one night in their bed together and then make it obvious that he would ride with them to secure Claire's safety and justice? Now, this may be sadness, but it could also be something far deeper. Viewers would agree that Tom sincerely desires justice, and he wants to ensure Claire obtains a fair trial, which we all know that Richard Brown will not provide due to his past actions. There is a high chance that Tom believes Claire is not guilty at all, because if he did believe, he would have been the one leading the charge with the fisher folk. He would have preferred a witch to be hung, so it clearly means that he has faith in Claire's innocence. And finally, trust her to not be a witch. If that is the case, then what else is going on over here? Caitriona Balfe, who is playing the character of Claire Fraser, might have given us the hint. Will season 7 follow the same plot as the book An Echo in the Bone? Now for the moment you have all been waiting for. Outlander has followed closely with the plot lines of Diana Gabaldon's ongoing book series, and if all goes according to plan, then season 7 is supposed to tie up the storyline pretty well. According to the book, as Caitriona has hinted, Tom Christie is in love with Claire and will sacrifice himself to save her. We do love a classic enemy-turned-lovers storyline, but with Jamie in the way and Claire on trial, this might not be a happy ending as suggested by the book as well. In the book, Jamie and Tom both accompany Claire to her trial in order to protect her, but when Jamie fails to negotiate her release, Tom confesses to Malva's murder. He also reveals that his and Claire's combined sickness, which we saw at the start of season 6, was Malva's attempt to kill them both so she can marry Jamie. But the most shocking admission of Tom is that he is madly in love with Claire. Flabbergasted, appalled, and shocked in all its entirety if all goes accordingly. But we never know what might happen in the show, and the only way to find out is to wait outlandishly for season 7 to drop. When can we expect season 7 to premiere? The production of season 7 was officially announced on Outlander's Instagram account. It is too soon to start counting down, but it is predicted that season 7 premiere will broadcast as soon as late 2022 or early 2023. Starz PR have also confirmed that this season would be supersized, as season 6 was supposed to be 12 episodes originally, but due to pandemic constraints, it got cut down to 8. The season would wrap up the cliffhangers of the last season finale. We will see Jamie and Claire's story progressing during the Revolutionary War, as we are also sure to encounter a plethora of new cast members as they meet historical characters, like Benjamin Franklin and Benedict Arnold. Lastly, it has been stated that Scotland will be the production home, as it provides an apt backdrop for the Revolutionary War. The season is supposed to be adventurous and an emotional peril packed with time travel. As the expectations ride high, we are sure ready for a banger. Well, this has been quite the ride. We are excited to see how everything unfolds in season 7, and how the writers tie up all the storylines. Do you think the show will follow the same plot sequence as the book? Will Tom confess his feelings for Claire? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.